Have you noticed and experienced being enticed to just be busy in life, only to realize it was all simply a distraction brought on to you by the enemy to keep you from following and hearing the Lord more? Hi, my name is Amanda Barb. Welcome to my channel. I talk about faith and mental health through a biblical perspective. And today's lesson, I'm going to be sharing with you what happens when we are enticed to be kept busy. This comes out of a Bible study I am writing on Moses, which I am releasing on my podcast show. More on that later, but let's get started in this video. This trick in the enemy's playbook is not a new one for sure. We can see it all the way back in the book of Exodus in response to Moses and Aaron requesting the release of the Israelites to be allowed to leave Egypt and their horrendous labor in order to enter the wilderness to worship God. Observing the Pharaoh's response to Moses and Aaron with increasing his demands on the Israelites who were under his control was this keep them busy tactic. Looking at Exodus chapter 5, verses 10 and 12, it reads, "And the taskmasters of the people and their officers went out and spoke to the people, saying, 'Thus says Pharaoh, I will not give you straw. Go, get yourselves straw where you can find it, yet none of your work will be reduced.' So the people were scattered abroad throughout all the land of Egypt to gather stubble instead of straw. The taskmasters and Israelite foremen did as they were commanded. They told the Hebrews to find their own straw to make bricks. However, they had to produce the same amount of bricks as they did before. They were not allowed to reduce their quota. So we read in verse 12 that the Hebrew people were scattered all over Egypt in order to collect the stubble for straw. These people are purposely made to be busy going all over Egypt, busy gathering straw or stubble, and busy making bricks. And all of this busyness is meant to distract them, to discourage them from listening to their God. So this is so unfair, such unfair treatment, only stacked upon already horribly unfair treatment that they were experiencing. Earlier in the chapter, Pharaoh complains that the Hebrews are lazy and that their idleness has allowed them to be lured by the elders and Moses into wanting a break and leaving Egypt into the wilderness to celebrate the festival that God wanted them to celebrate. But what is really going on here is a ploy by the Pharaoh to keep the Hebrews so busy that their ears and their hearts would not be able to listen to the words of Moses and Aaron, and ultimately God, leading them out of Egypt. So unlike the Israelites at that time who were made to be busy against their will, we are honestly not being made to be overworked without our permission. So our jobs might demand more from us, but we still have a choice to remain in that particular job. We have a choice to seek out a healthier job. Well, most of us do. So with this being the case, we should be mindful and aware if we ourselves are being enticed or pulled into overworking ourselves, carrying burdens not intended for us to carry. I'm gonna leave you with the words of Jesus found in Matthew 11, 28 through 30. "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." All right, quick plug here. So this particular video lesson is pulled out of a Bible study that I'm writing on Moses, which I said earlier in the intro of this video. If you want to catch that full lesson on my podcast show, look in the description notes of this video. You will find my podcast link. Go to episode 7, season 6, where I talk about Moses. You will find the title Being a Dictator in reference to the Pharaoh, and then you'll be able to click and listen to the full lesson. And I hope and pray that that blesses you. And be sure before you leave this video to subscribe to my channel, like the video, and share it with a friend that you know will bless them. Thank you.